Hey everyone, so today we're going to be starting a new series of a game I think got grossly overlooked when it was first released. I mean, it came off the back end of Skyrim, so it was definitely overlooked as an RPG, and then you had, during that year, I think games like Assassin's Creed and Dishonored, the more roguish type of sneak around, pick off enemies one by one type of games rather than just hack and slash. But you will honestly be surprised if you've never seen it. The combat in it feels great. There's just lots of stuff to love about it. Of course, there's some things to nitpick. It is back in 2012 it was released, so the graphics and everything are outdated, but it's still an awesome game, and I would highly recommend giving it a go. A few things to get out of the way. I'm playing the original version, not the new Re-Reckoning game that came out in, I think it was 2020. The reason for this is, one, I own it on my PS4, not PC, so I don't really want to buy it again. Two, they got rid of roll cancelling, and I think roll cancelling, it just creates such a better feel in terms of the combat, more reactive, and overall it doesn't seem like it adds a whole lot of things other than features. Fortunately, I can't buy the DLCs. I would love to buy the DLCs, but I think what we'll do is we're just going to start the base game, play through it, and down the track I'll pick up Re-Reckoning and give that a go. So we're going to play it on hard. And since it's an RPG, I'm going to let things play out.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amular. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Goran? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Goran?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
So here we are, character creation. So there's a bunch of different skills. If you've ever played Dragon Age, the original one, Origin, the skill progression system is very similar to that, where you just have a flat rows and columns, and you're just putting points across the board, like a D&D character, essentially. So you can see there's Persuasion, Alchemy, Blacksmithing, Mercantile, Lockpicking, Detect Hidden, Spelling, Alchemy, Sagecraft, and Stealth, I think is the other one missing there. So I'm going to think about it and pick one. So I'm just going to go with the first one. I think Persuasion is beneficial in the starting areas more so than everything else. Mostly every skill is really, really useful. And then you get a sort of bonus, and I'm most likely just going to pick none since it gives an XP bonus, which I think is better overall. Resets. I'll play around this for a little bit. I won't spend too long. I'll do it nice and simple. So, X. I hate that Origin doesn't mesh well at all with PS4 controllers, so I have to remember every time X is square. Yeah.
A human. And not in bad shape. Almain by the look of him. You know how you can tell? Turn him over. See if there's a stick in his arse. Alright then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Might as well. Down. Oh, just X.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Luckily, it looks like they removed the stick. So we can run around, fight, can't attack yet. Oh, we can block. And then you've got to roll. I think like Dark Souls combat. There's little notes. A is X. I'm not going to read everything. Secret treasure, I remember. Camera is a bit too sensitive though for my liking. Difficulty, height, blah blah blah, marks fine. Camera sensitivity, let's just dial it down a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit better. There's a lever. So it's just showing us how to interact. But the meat of it, we can get to the combat. We get a rusty sword, you can go ahead and equip it. So you get to pick 2 weapons. There's quite a variety. I think once we get into the skills, I think there's 3 or 4 per set. So there's...
Over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
How do I attack though? So yeah, so there's 3 overall classes: Warrior, Rogue, and Mage. Oh, X, square. I can't remap these, can I? No, that's fine. I don't mind. Alright, so like that. So yeah, so the first big thing why I chose the original over Re-Reckoning, because I can do stuff like that, where I can go to attack and then roll, whereas in Re-Reckoning I know for a fact, because I tried to play it, as soon as you start the animation you can't cancel out of it. Makes it a bit horrible. Means you really have to, you can't just hack away. So there is a lock-on system, if I can figure out the key. And we're just going to attack. Yeah, so the combat is very weighty. You can definitely feel each stroke. Do just want to check out the controls one more time. Okay. Camera, aggression. You know what, lock-on might be only in the new one, which is fine.
Stay away! No child of dust shall.
I think we can break those things, yeah. I don't know if there's anything in them. Oh, there's gold. Essentially, storyline so far.
Help! Anybody!
Is we died, we got brought to this facility for whatever reason, and now we're alive, making us kind of special.
You! Up there, please help me! Please!
X is interact, because you can do this fluidly, yeah, where you don't actually have to like stop.
Little scum! All die.
So there is combos. I think there's also like delay attacks. It's very much like God of War again, where you've got all the different input delays and everything like that to essentially trigger different attacks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along... Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
The dialogue choices like a classic
I
RPG.
don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We
So we're an
must
experiment.
interview Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh, no doubt. But we must get to Hughes. He'll be in his study on the ground floor. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going.
Got some health potions. We can ask some follow-up questions. I don't think they're impactful.
He'll be in his study on the ground
Yeah,
floor
it's
of
just
the
repeating
tower.
what we
At
heard.
least, let me
There
get
are
this.
dialogue
We can be on
choices,
our way.
like most RPGs. We can actually have an impact on your decisions and all different things.
You go first.
We'll break everything. There's a chest too. This is just following us around. Oh yeah, so there we go. That's one of the attacks. So we have our normal combo. Oh no. One. Yeah, so we go straight to the uppercut if we delay. Cool, good to know. Just for us, just some old boots. Won't worry too much about equipping anything.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to hope. An end to death.
Good old magical minds. Dead gnomes? Dwarves? Gnomes, dwarves. I don't have a ruler, so I can't measure. Should get another weapon soon. I think the shield's next up. This is obviously just the tutorial area. More combat.
One of the stores.
Boxes for us.
See if you can find anything useful.
Yeah. If we grab the shield, I think enemies will spawn. Might as well see what's in the chest first. Now, extra gold. Gloves, lockpick. The lockpick is very much like Skyrim. You can clearly see there's strong inspiration from all different games. So we can wear some armor now. And wants us to equip the shield.
Wait.
I think there is parries, but I never use a shield on anything.
More to offer!
It's good to split stuff up. Just go back and forth. Oh, it's not too hard.
You're going to need more than just that sword.
Yes.
That one had a bow. Get it?
Now we can start to see the different weaponry. Which one? Oh, the one over here. Right, so now we can equip our secondary weapon. Bow, which should be on Y or triangle in this case. And you can just go back and forth between the two. The bow automatically locks on, which is really nice. Wants us to shoot at the enemies across.
Archers up ahead. Let us shoot them before they see us.
A bit late. You can also see above my health there's a little quiver icon, so your arrows just slowly regen. There's a lot better ranged weapons in the mage section, but generally I think I just use a strong primary weapon and then a stealthy second weapon. You should see coming up. I think daggers are the next little tutorial bit. Not more guards. Out of arrows.
That one must be stopped.
Oh, they're not strong at all. Loot. I do want to. Going to be thorough. Although I don't think there's anything.
There's no
Not
time
you.
to waste. Move. Move.
Just. Yes, you move. Graphics have never been a big thing to me, but you can see the texture's a bit different. But this is definitely playable. If you really hung up on graphics, sure, give it a pass. But the gameplay side of it, I think, just feels great.
An enemy unaware. Their speed
Cool, so we have daggers, so I'm going to get rid of the bow.
more than makes
Now we
up
have
for
some
the time.
quicker weapons. And a strong. You can go strong into burst quick, back into strong. The fact that you can combo like that as well is really nice.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Oh, there's my radial menu. Good to know. What is my stealth menu? Oh, here we go. Now I can use stealth. They've got a little icon above their head. And if you like the visceral attacks from God of War or anything like that, there's some good ones in this too. The Y is my top because that's what my dagger is. Just slam slowly. Which I also like, because just dealing with someone and then moving on is just not realistic. I think you can roll in stealth too, yeah. Just make a little bit of noise. I should be able to get. Second one. Some different animation as well. Deal with him before he tries to shoot me. I guess the biggest gripe I've seen about this is obviously the camera. You can see it's a bit clunky from time to time.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
The radial menu, right trigger. Ah, there we go. You can see I can have 4 spells equipped.
What are you?
And this utility sense is why I would recommend using a controller over a keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse, you get access to, I think it's 8 spells. And this is only 4, but 4 is more than enough. And there's simple ease. Because you can fluidly go like that. So you can go from attack into magic, as long as you got the right sort of frames. So I can combo off that one, but obviously if I get into the long animation I can't. there'll be some more enemies coming up. We get spiders. No, we're at spiders. We should get a magic star. I honestly think this game is one of the first games to sort of take the combat mage mindset, where they have more flashing mechanics to actually make a battle staff useful. Got some lightning, pull down, some gnomes in my way. Right, so I don't mind any staff. Never done a real magic playthrough.
They've completely covered the tunnel.
But yeah, so it's flashy, sort of more combat orientated rather than, you know, the classic.
Not more spiders.
This just augments my abilities. Vulnerable, and they don't like it. There was one more. Or did I deal with him? I did deal with him.
I bet you're still groggy,
yes,
but
yes,
just
yes.
keep moving. Move.
Don't stand so close to me. We will go back to the daggers.
Move!
There's also glaives. Like from World of Warcraft, Illidan. Ah, good. Only bad thing about the tutorial is these webs. They never come back in the game, but you need fire to burn them. I think it's meant to like teach. Ooh, elemental what? Like Pokemon. Super effectiveness. Those spiders don't like fire. The wave attack is kind of nice. Before I equip, I'm going to make sure we're done with spiders. You can't loot any of them. I think rolling is definitely the quickest. Oh no, there's a bit of an animation afterwards. Right. Anyone for us to sneak up on? Oh, now we're in the little halfway point.
Bastard. Wait, you're not one of them.
No.
It's you're alive. I missed this. That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Wait, all those twats make another push. This is where we part ways. We'll take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Yeah, so because we took persuasion, we can take this. I need more help. Hopefully it
I
works.
suppose these might be able to help. If
We can get some extra
Tuatha
stuff now and then.
realize what you are, you'll need them.
Just some potions.
We can't risk you getting killed. You're proof that the well can work. Don't you realize what that means? Just keep going past the top of the well. Hughes will be there in his study. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills.
So, some stuff to loot, and we'll probably call this first one. Bit of a slow start, just going through all the mechanics. But trust me, the game gets really good.
Protects quite leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. Mages prefer it.
Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.